Welcome to my weekly Wow Word of the Week. So good to have you with me again. Our word this week, a unique word, hyphenated word, manufactured word, glory search. I want to think with you about your glory search. This past Sunday in our weekend study, I thought about God's desire that we worship Him and connected worship to the idea of our search for glory. Crossway recently shared an online article titled Glory Wars, adapted from Paul David Tripp's Do You Believe? And I pursue the same theme today in my reflections. In fact, one way to summarize our lives is as a glory search. That is, where can I find glory? Where will I experience glory? How can I get in on it? What will bring me glory? We tend in our lives to seek for the things that we consider glorious. We seek glory, experiences, meals, views, travel, reputation, success, visibility, accolades, honors, awards, prizes. We love glorious things. Bigger houses, better cars, more things, and our vocabulary betrays us. We talk about glorious meals, glorious experiences, glorious views, vacations. Our attention to glory, I believe, is God-given, because when we finally grasp the source of genuine glory, the glory that outshines all other things that could be considered in any sense glorious, we bow before God, because there is no one and nothing more glorious. Our desire for glory, then, I'm saying, shapes our lives. We're driven to pursue glory. And ultimately, we worship that which we find most glorious. I believe sin distracts us from God's great glory, God's great grandeur. Other things easily take the place of God. That's the ultimate, I guess, of idolatry. We want to be glorious. We want others to notice us. We tend to live for self-glory. And sometimes we take the credit and the glory away from God. Well, I would suggest perhaps a worthy goal for those of us who are Christ followers would be to try to understand that God's glory fulfills our hunger for glory. This life is nothing in comparison to the glory that is yet to be revealed in us. Paul's words, nothing in this created world can compare to God's glory. So I wonder why we so easily revert to self-glory, self-pity, self-advancement. How do we come to think that somehow glory is to be found in experiences and possessions and achievements? In reality, no story speaks more clearly to our problem with glory wars and our constant glory search than the Jesus story. Jesus died an inglorious death to show us what true glory looks like. In his self-giving, his sacrifice, demonstrating that self-glory is a dead-end street and that genuine glory is possible in a resurrected, transformed, forever changed life, lived in the light of the glory of God's grace. God's grace, our God connection to God's glory. God's grace, the key to our glory search. So we think about ultimate glory, God, greatness, his splendor, majesty, grandeur, beauty, completeness, perfection, every kind of temporal glory pales in contrast to God's glory. It's one reason I've been thinking so much about God in our weekend studies as we begin this new year. May your every thought, may your every goal be captured by the sheer awe of contemplating God with a heart of wonder and worship. That would indeed be a wow. That would be worthy of our word of the week for us to think about, pray about, analyze, and correct in our lives anything necessary as we go on a glory search. Looking forward to being with you again next week for another weekly wow. Until we're together again, may God richly bless you. As you seek to live for him, remember that I love you, God loves you. That's the way it's going to be. God bless.